Hello, thanks for joining me. This is Jessie, and this is my channel, The Caffeinated Bookworm, and I am doing my Can You Adapt It tag because Steve talks about books and stuff, tagged me in this, and this is originally a tag done by Raul Reads. I will have both of those links in the description. So, I have a headache, and it's horrible, and I have a feeling it's going to end up being a major aura migraine here in a few minutes. So I'm going to try to get this as quickly as possible because I also have some more videos I have to record. Those are going to be released a little bit later. So question one, what is your favorite book adaptation? So when John saw my interview with Steve talks about books and stuff, he's like, I cannot believe your answer to this was not Lord of the Rings. First of all, no, my favorite adaptation is not Lord of the Rings. You are missing Tom Bombadil. Tom Bombadil. Tom Bombadil. But The Hobbit is definitely up there, even though it took liberties and filled in a lot of negative spaces that didn't need to be filled in. The Hobbit is definitely up there among my favorites. Practical Magic and Big Fish are also on my favorites list. Now, both of these adaptations were lighthearted and fun as compared to the books, because the books were darker and broodier. I do still absolutely 100% adore the books, and I 100% absolutely adore the movies. So those two are on there. Question number two, what is your least favorite adaptation? The Golden Compass and Inkheart, both of those are absolute trash. They didn't leave any space at the end of the movie. Like, it just ended. No promise of follow-ups, because these were not standalone books. Inkheart was part of a trilogy. There was Inkheart, Ink Spell, and Ink Death by Cornelia Funk, who's an amazing author. If you haven't read Thief Lord, it is amazing. If you have children, have them read it. And then the Golden Compass was off of his Dark Materials trilogy, blah, 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 by Philip Pullman, which ended up, I think, with another offset with Lyra. I think there was a Lyra book, and I think I read it too. But it was a novella. It was really tiny, but it was a trilogy. And there's a lot of stuff missing. They were both absolute trash. The Golden Compass and Inkheart, absolute trash movies. Question number three, if you could adapt any book, which one would it be and why? I don't know. I really don't. I've thought about saying something like House of Leaves or Rabbits by Terry Miles, which is what I'm currently reading. I'm thinking about all the things that could possibly go wrong with the adaptations of those movies. So I'm maybe, Night Circus. Yes, I would want Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern to be adapted. Is that adapted already? I don't know. Question four. What's one adaptation that was portrayed perfectly? Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn. And this is not a compliment. It's not. If you knew me when I read Gone Girl, then you know I threw the book. When I was done with it, I threw it. I threw a fit, and then I threw the book, or vice versa. I don't know. I hated it. I was so mad. I felt cheated. I felt gypped. I was absolutely livid when I finished that book. And you know what? The movie was the exact same thing. Question number five. If you could star in any book adaptation, which one would it be and which character would you like to play? Anything related to Malazan, Book of the Fallen, and I would be Tattersail. I'm calling it. Question number six. When it comes to adapting a novel, what's your preferred media, TV, miniseries, or film? I guess the overwhelming answer on this was TV, but I'm going to say miniseries. Question number seven. If you could change anything from a recent adaptation, what would it be? Middle Earth, any of the movies, Tom Bombadil. Number eight, is there a book adaptation better than the actual book? If so, which one? I don't want to say that there is, but you know what? I did read Call of the Wild recently by Jack London, and it was a fantastic book. I loved it, but I think the movie was better, only because it was longer. It only took me, it was a really short read. My dad was a big fan of Jack London, and he had a huge Jack London tome, and I never read any of it when I was a child. And it wasn't until after I saw the most recent Call of the Wild adaptation that I went and I read it, and I loved it. And I am going to make a point to read more Jack London books. But for the answer to this question, I'm going to say Call of the Wild. And question number 9, can you tag it? Tag your friends. I don't really have any friends in the booktube community yet. I have people that I talk to, like on their comments, and I leave comments on their videos all the time. But with the exception of Steve Talks About Books and stuff, like nobody's really reached out to me. So I don't have any friends. No. But in the booktube community, I don't really have anybody that I'm close enough to tag on this. But I would love to see anybody who happens to see this tag and who has a booktube channel and hasn't done this tag yet. I would love to see your tag on this. And so if you do happen to make a video, let me know. I would love to watch it. I'm probably subscribing to you, so I'll probably see it anyway. But if I'm not and you don't see a comment on it, then let me know. Hey, got the tag video out. Okay, that's it. All right, have a wonderful day.